Good morning, everybody. How is everyone doing today? Can everybody hear me just fine? Good morning, Kara. Okay, welcome, guys. I'm not at my home studio. I'm actually on my 22nd wedding anniversary trip with my wife. It's actually our last day. We'll be headed home today, but so I don't have my normal studio setup. I'm just running this from my AirPods. So if the audio sounds a little funky, that would be why. Hope everyone's had an enjoyable tariff week. How about those tariffs, eh? All right. I'll just wait for a little while to get on, more people to get on here. Yeah. MX, I'll run through the pad. To be honest, I was almost contemplating not even attempting OSOK today with what's going on right now. Thank you, Roger. Um, who knows what price is going to do today, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Mhm. How many new people do we have on today? Anybody new? Yeah, I'm aware of the limit down. We'll have to see what happens. Lewis, the trade copier I had attempted um, in the past, well, I currently, for my normal trading, I use Apex Investing trade copier. That specific trade copier, I've never had successfully work for OSOK. And the trade copier I did use last time that was successful, that worked just fine, is a new trade copier that is a browser-based system. However, it worked for OSOK, but I was in a trade with 17 of my accounts, just trading normally with that trade copier, and my TP was hit in TradingView. Unfortunately, none of my accounts except the leader account closed out. So it was a major fail by that trade copier. It's TradeSyncer. It's a new trade copier software that is a browser-based system. Their dashboard's pretty nice. They have like a TradeZella type of journaling, or trade same with Tradeify. However, after experiencing that catastrophic failure, luckily price was going in my direction, but it easily could have gone the other way. I decided not to use that software. It is currently in beta still, and basically everyone that's trying that software out now, you're paying to be that company's beta testers. So I would highly suggest not using that software yet. It does seem promising, but it's not quite there yet. Not to mention, it's quite expensive for the accounts that I have, because of the number of accounts that I have. It was $100 a month you had to pay for that trade copier. So I can't necessarily say it's would worth it, even if it did work. I am a Mac user, so I don't like having to use a PC, but it is what it is. So I just use a VPS as of right now, and everything's working fine. And Replicanto, guys, is it's the same thing as the Apex Investing. It's just a rebrand of the Apex Investing one. So let's go ahead and look at this data sheet, guys, and see what we got going on. So to start off with, for our standard 250K accounts, the 23 pad looks the best. Now, I'm expecting some high volatility, and that's good. Conscious wash, that's good. Yeah, traded bait accounts is what it works the best with. But with this type of volatility, you could opt to go with a much higher pad. However, the way I'm looking at it as with the 23 point pad, 77% pass rate. Essentially, if there is a large manipulation, and it's large enough, like say you want to go the 50 or 60 point pad because there may be a high amount of volatility and manipulation at the open there. You can pass even on the manipulation side. So I'm just going to keep it where it is. Again, I don't have a lot of hope for this one based on the current market conditions and everything else. So we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these comments. I know you guys have said a lot. Also, stick around, guys. We are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of this stream. So make sure you are subscribed because we will be putting in a special keyword in the comment section, and I will put a link in the description for you guys to fill out so you can be entered into. So let's look at this one. Three contracts, $3,000 profit. That's it's not going to be very good. Yeah. So I know a lot of you guys have certain type of accounts you use. Um, for any type of OSOK that you attempt, the funding companies that give you the highest number of contracts with the lowest profit target are going to be the best accounts to use. So MX, three contracts for $3,000 profit. I personally, I wouldn't even be attempting that account. I wouldn't even use that account for an OSOC. That's not very good ratio. You're not going to have a very let's see, trade a 5K or five accounts for three. Um, that's a little better. Let's see. Yep. So Punjabi funded trader. Yeah, you're looking at a 22 point pad. Again, for 50K accounts, guys, the best one if you want to pass successfully is Apex account. So like for example, an Apex account, it's 3K, but it's 10 contracts that you can pass with. I believe there was even a number. Yeah. So with an Apex account, the best ratio is a 50K account, which allows 10 contracts. A 35 point pad gives you a 91% passing rate. So that's going to be the best one as far as that's concerned. Let's see. Uh, yeah, I mean it just depends. Um, if that's what you found, that's fine, but you got to remember the the amount that the price has to move for ES compared to NQ is a lot more. I wouldn't even be attempting on ES. So let's see. Yeah, Caesar, I just had mentioned about MFFU. I wouldn't even attempt it. It's not, the ratios aren't all that great. Let's take a look. 35 and 20K. Yep, it looks like that's the best one. ST do. Yeah. And Jason, that would be it there. Same thing. I'll keep in mind, guys. I feel like there's going to be a lot of manipulation here today, but we'll see. Yep. So 23 point pad, six contracts, 3K. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, it looks like 23 point pad is going to be 25. Yeah, 27. Yeah, it's about the same from 23 to 25 or 27, Rob. Mhm. Right trade, 10 minis on 6K. Yeah, right trade. It looks like about 20 is the right pad for you. Mhm. Punjabi, and anybody asking, if you go into the description of this video, there's a link to the indicator, and you have to click add to favorites, and then you'll see it in your favorites. So yeah. Well, Collide, here's the thing. You don't okay, so the pad's there to protect you from smaller manipulations like 18, 14, third or 18, 18, 6. If the manipulation is 70, let's say the manipulation is 75 points, and you need, let's just go with my example of on a 250K account, right? If you only need 28 points to pass and the manipulation 75 points and you run a 23-point pad, you can still pass on the manipulation. So that's the thing. The pad isn't to completely get rid of the manipulation. The pad is to get rid of these smaller manipulations. And still, you don't want the pad too big because if the manipulation is larger, you could still pass on the manipulation phase. So the manipulation isn't always bad, right? We just want to try to weed out the smaller manipulations. So let's see. Jaden on a 300K account. You guys like those 300K? I'm not a fan of the 300Ks because it only gives you $1,000 more risk to use to have to pass $5,000 more in passing. Let's see. It's still a 23-point pad, I think, is the best. Yeah. 3, 5, 22. Yeah, it's about the same. All right. So let's go ahead and go to the charts and let's take a look at this here. So I'm personally running with a 23-point pad. So for those who are new and don't understand exactly how to do this, what we're doing is we're going to straddle the market. And the reason why we're straddling the market is we want to be able to take advantage if either direction the market goes. We don't know which way it's going to go. See all this bouncing around right now, guys? This is not necessarily a good sign. I don't like to see all this bouncing around so much before, and so the way we do that in the form of sell stop orders. You don't want to place a limit and you don't want to place a market order. And so we have to do this when you're below price. We do sell stop and buy price. Uh, I stop. Let's see here. So we enter a sell stop order is what you want to do. And we do this far out of the money. So that way it doesn't get executed beforehand. So we do a sell stop below price and then a buy stop above price. So right click, go to trade, create new order, buy, stop, put in the number of contracts that you have, and then your profit target. I always try to go a little bit higher than my profit target just in case there's some slippage. There's usually always some type of slippage. And then hit buy, and we let the order sit on the charts now. Oh, there we go. So we have a sell stop below price, and we have a buy stop above price. And then what we do is, with about 5 or 10 seconds left before the price for the news event here, which we got a minute left, we're going to hold our shift button down and drag the bracket order up to our protection pad here. So let's just focus down on this. Good luck, everybody. CPI next week. I have a lot more faith in CPI next week, so we'll have to see how that goes. Remember, stick around. As soon as this is over, we have a little giveaway we'll be doing. Good luck, Kyra. Good luck, everybody. 20 seconds. Move my order up. Now we wait. No go. It executed. The protection pad worked this time, but manipulation was a little. It just went up and back down, so we didn't get much movement at all. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Cooked as well. Cooked as well. That's why I said I didn't have a lot of faith in NFP today, man. I did not. Let's go take a look on a 1 second chart and see what happened here. So, from 1 second standpoint, so the protection pad protected us from the lower side of the manipulation, but it went up and then immediately came right back down. So it was too much of a wick. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's okay, MX. So look at this. It's done. It's really doing nothing. This is a 1 second chart, doing a whole lot of nothing. So to avoid that, you would have to have a 100 point pad. Hey, Glad, how'd you pass? What'd you pass on? What did you pass on? Yep, on the CPI. All right, let's get to the giveaway. What we're giving away today is one free month to the iPad. Judas, what'd you pass on? How'd you pass? How much of a pad did you have? Probably a smaller pad. Hmm, take a look here. Well, congrats to those that did because I was later in the move. Yeah. See, Reba, that's fine. Yep, just trade normal and you'll get to it. Okay, good. I'm glad some people passed. I did not. That is okay. Give me just a second here and we will get this giveaway. So what we're giving away is 1 month free to the Unicorn University. This is for anyone that has not currently in Unicorn University, um, and would like to join the Unicorn University to see all that it's about. But it's a free giveaway, so let's go ahead and here's that link. So if you guys want to go ahead and click that link right now, you can click that link, and then it's going to ask for your email and YouTube username. If you have a duplicate entry, that will disqualify you from the giveaway. Let me go ahead and go back to my title screen here. So we'll give a couple minutes for some people to join that. And hopefully you guys like these giveaways, because if you do like the giveaways, I have more to come. All right, keep going, keep going. Give it about another minute here. Prince, no, I mostly keep it to CPI, NFP for the most. Sometimes I do jolts. To be honest, to be completely honest with you guys, I actually OSOKed yesterday at the Open, because I thought there was going to be some crazy volatility. So right at the 9:30 Open, I just did a 15 point pad and OSOK right at the open, and I got $14,911. So I almost passed right at the open, and I only needed $79 more, and I went ahead and forgot to change my contracts back from 27, so I just entered right in again just to try to scalp the last 27, and I blew the account because of the drawdown. So $79 away, and I blew it. So yeah, I know it's all right, Roger. It happens. It happens. All right, let me see where we're at. Let's take a look. All right, very good. We got about 53. So now everybody that entered into that giveaway, go ahead and in the comment section right now, go ahead and type in UU because you're going to need to do that, please. I'm downloading responses now. All right, let's go to my downloads. So everybody type in UU that entered the giveaway. And I'm going to put them in the wheels of names here. Beautiful. Okay. Now let me just share this window here. Just a second. Sorry, guys. Let's see that. I didn't mean to do that. Apologize. It's not what I wanted to do. You're just going to have to bear with me for a second while I resize all this stuff, guys. I apologize. Uh, there you go. Give me just a second. I thought I had this all set up, but I guess it was not. There you go. There it is. All right. Sorry about that, guys and girls. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. All right. The winner is at MPDE Sosa. I probably destroyed that name. I apologize. So De Sosa, are you in here? Yeah, spamming UU over and over doesn't get you guys. So hey, Marco, there you go. Congrats, brother. Congrats, congrats. All right, Marco, I'll be sending you an email with some instructions on how to get that free month of the Unicorn University. So. All right. Well, congrats to everybody that did pass. Sorry for the ones that did not. I did not as well. And we'll be back at it again next week, hopefully for a better CPI. So I'm not trading today. Like I said, I'm on vacation. Plus, with this tariff stuff. This is not a fun market to trade. Just let this stuff settle down before I get back into it. So, all right, everybody, you have a good rest of your week. Hope everybody enjoys their weekend. Stay safe, risk properly, and happy trading. Yep, island hopping.